Hello folks, Phil Gallagher of ThrabenU here for my birthday. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm celebrating properly. As a millennial, of course, it's very clear that I love avocados, so I will have Avocado-san joining me for today's stream. Isn't he adorable? This was a birthday present from my girlfriend, and I absolutely adore him. Alright, Avocado-san, you hang out down there, okay? Alright, so for my birthday, I decided I'm just going to play whatever the heck I want. And I came across this list on Twitter. MTGO user Gazmon48 had played a modern version of Dead Guy Ale. And I've been working with this archetype a lot in Legacy, and I thought, I need to try this. So let's take a look at what makes the modern version sort of tick. Stealthy Voidwalker is a card that has been seeing a little bit of play in Legacy, and in Modern, I think the effect is even more powerful. The Graveyard Hate is relevant. There's big dumb things that you can get, your Emrakul's, your Primeval Titan, your various threats from Tron. I think there's a lot going for it there. So this is going to be an evasive threat, sort of a true name of this format, so to speak. We have the traditional Stoneforge Mystic package, and Kaldra Complete has been, an absolute bomb in Legacy, so I can only imagine how good it is in Modern. And then we have a lot of the other traditional Dead Guy Ale stuff. We do have some mana denial, so we'll have some Game versus Tron with things like Field of Ruin, and a whopping 4 Vindicates, which honestly is really sick. I am excited about that. And we have a few other Modern Horizons cards, such as Dam, which is a 2-mana removal spell, or a 4-mana Wrath. And then a card I've never played with before is Turok Dread Cantor, as in the card Hymn to Turok. Yeah, that guy. So it's a 2/1 pro-white, and whenever an opponent discards a card, you put a +1/+1 counter on him. And if you kick him for black, when he ETBs, you get a Hymn to Turok. Target opponent discards 2 cards at random. And that's dope as hell. As far as the sideboard goes, we have core Firewalkers to go and gain some life and, make sure we're staying in it versus the hyper-aggressive decks. We have Kataki War's Wage for the affinity-style decks. We have a little bit of Graveyard Hate in the form of Soul Guide Lantern and Ashiok. Rounding it out, we have Voidmere, which I don't really think is a playable Magic the Gathering card, but, it's in the list, so we'll give it a try and see how it goes. But I'm super skeptical that this card is actually good. Yeah. All right. So if you are of the giving persuasion and you want to do something to support me on my birthday, the donation information is always available in the video descriptions, and I would love to see a whole bunch of donation deck lists crash in. I've been working hard to do content 7 days a week now, and the queue's getting a little low as of the time of my recording this. And if you really want to support me and make me happy, make it a dealer's choice donation and let me find something fun and interesting for people to enjoy. All right, throw me a like, throw me a subscription, throw me a hey, happy birthday in the comments, whatever it is you want to do. Is this Avocado and we're about to fuck some people up. Okay, my round 1 opening hand doesn't really have a plan to win the game. Like, it can be very good or very bad. I think I'm just going to mulligan this and try to find a more consistent 6-card hand. This fits the bill. I quite like this hand. Let's keep this. I need to reread this. It's sack, exile graveyards, spirit, gain 4 life. Of the stuff here, this is probably the least interesting one. So let's go Courtyard into Inquisition U. Alright, and we are playing against a Madness deck. I think I just removed the Lightning Bolt here. Yeah, I think I removed the Lightning Bolt here and tried to go all the way with Stoneforge Mystic. I think that's my plan. Things can get a little dicey depending on how my opponent plays out the whole Insolent Neonate situation. The scariest draw, 100% off the top of their library, would just be a Faithless Looting. Alright. Are you playing a Neonate this turn? Or are you going to try to play 2 next turn and return Vengevines? You are going to play 1. Okay. Let's go for Stoneforge. 1, 2. Stoneforge uses ability, yes. We'll just be picking up Kaldra. So the thing is that Kaldra is indestructible, right? And indestructible is real good with Dam. Already done that in Legacy. It's time to do it in Modern. Alright, stomping grounds, paying the life. The good mana tax has been paid. Alright, insolent neonate, junk Vengevine. Have insolent neonate. I presume you're gonna loot. And am I getting hit for 8? I am, off hollow 1 at that. That is a lot of power. I'm gonna take 8, followed by another 8. Margins are going to be close on this one. Alright, I really wanted to hit lands there and work towards dam. But it is what it is. Alright, we're going to combat. That's expected. So I will put in my death machine. So, double check wording. Whenever it deals combat damage to a trigger, exile that creature. So I probably just want to block this because I'll kill these and they'll go to the graveyard and have the potential to come back. Alright. Yep. So notice it goes to the graveyard because it died to damage, so it doesn't get exiled here. And then I go to 2. Burning Inquiry. That's about the same for me. That was a cycle street right there. Oh god. Okay. Don't know that I have outs to that. So I play Turok and fail push a Blazing Rootwalla. And then my opponent has 4 creatures left, I have 3 blockers, and I die. So I cannot win this game, unfortunately, and I will be conceding. We did not need much more time to stabilize, but we needed more time. Okay. Void Mirror technically has some text here. I'm not sure that I actually want to do that. I will play Soul Guide Lantern. I will play Ashiok. I'll consider Plague Engineer. I essentially want to get rid of things that are slower and things that don't impact the board. So, like, this doesn't impact the board. These things, this discard doesn't impact the board. Maybe Void Mirror is justifiable on the play. It stops the madness things from discard. It stops 3 hollow ones. I don't know. Don't have access to Rest in Peace, but I do have access to Douthie Voidwalker, which is very strong. I think I'm not going to Void Mirror. And maybe let's go Plague Engineer in or like one of these. Highest Guile Exile is the graveyard too, right? Yeah. Let's try this. I also don't think Sword of Fire and Ice is particularly great. That could have been boarded out too. Okay. This is a very awkward hand because I have 2 different ways to nuke the graveyard, but no turn 1 or turn 2 play. I don't think that is acceptable. This is not the ideal hand, but I will be keeping it. Opponent thought for a long time and ultimately kept their 6-card hand. So their 6-card hand may have a weakness of some kind. Maybe we can pick it apart. Ancient Grudge. Not that big of a deal. I want to take this. Something that just gets caught up in a dam later. I think I just take Blazing Rootwalla. Okay, that's one of those double-sided lands. I'll take the Blazing Rootwalla. Just... Oh, right. That is how that works. Okay. Opponent gave me the question mark in chat. I think we're not going to reply to that one. It's all part of the plan, see? All part of the plan. Alright. Take 3 for that mistake. That's an embarrassing one. It's fine. May mean that I end up using Fatal Push on it, though. Although, to be fair, taking it probably eats my opponent's mana this turn? Question mark? Does make it harder to get Vengevine. Alright, so in it comes. They're not pumping. Do I want to take this? I'll take this. I really want to Vindicate next turn. Okay, and then it's the food guy. We're not trying to pronounce that. My opponent can go and get the Underworld Cookbook. Is pretty sick as far as value goes. Alright, so that land has been played. Cookbook is in play. All sorts of madness shenanigans can happen. Oh, this is great. Very, very happy with that as a draw. Oh wow, opponent didn't just like discard and put a Vengevine in the graveyard in response. A little surprised by that. I don't know, there is an unknown card. They could have drawn a Lightning Bolt effect. Okay, so their Ancient Grudge is now in the exile zone rather than their graveyard. So small misstep on my opponent's end. Okay, opponent creates another food token. Bloodstained Mire goes to exile now. Alright. 6 damage to itself. That's unfortunate. I haven't seen anyone activate that side of it. I had forgotten about that portion. Guess I should have Vindicated this first. I don't know, that opens me up to getting like Vengevine and stuff. But I guess it was probably the line. I don't know. I can work towards just clearing everything out with Dam, assuming another creature or two hits play in this turn cycle. Maybe it was fine. Alright. Looting effect happens, which is a little scary. And the Vengevine that I knew about is now in the graveyard. Alright, let's grab Godless Shrine. I will not pay the life. Fatal Push. I'm willing to take 6 and hope to draw a land next turn to Dam in order to get rid of the cookbook now. I think I am willing to do that. And if I miss, I probably have to just like cash in Dam next turn, which I really don't want to do. I regret not just killing this. Forgot about this line of text. This is only maybe my second time playing against that card. It's not very common in Legacy. Alright. Goodbye to half of my life total. I'm at 6. Not the draw I'm looking for. Alright, I think I have to just go and cash in these cards. Respect my life total here. I do think I cannot afford to take 2 more life. I'm at a relatively large disadvantage. Foothills from the opponent. Was that just a hasty Vengevine? Because that's not good if that is the case. I go to 1 and then I probably don't have outs. Yeah. The token kills me even if I answer the Vengevine. Hey, you're a turn late land. Okay, I could have played that game better. Like, my opponent made mistakes, I made bigger mistakes. I lost. Makes sense. Alright, round 2, I have a pretty respectable opening hand. I get to lead on the Shambling Vent tapped, and then, like, if Stoneforge works, Stoneforge becomes the plan for this game, and if Stoneforge doesn't work, Liliana becomes the plan for this game. Like, this hand is totally reasonable either way. I have a turn 2 removal spell if a must-remove threat hits play too. Opponent has gone to 5 cards. Has me thinking combo, but who knows. Not familiar enough with Modern. Like, by my Legacy heuristics, when someone starts going to 5, I start thinking combo immediately. Mishra's Bauble. Maybe not combo. Maybe some sort of, is it Blitz, Prowess, Delvery sort of deck. Ragavan. Ragavan probably falls into the categories of things that I just immediately remove without really thinking about it. That card is good. Damn. Damn. Alright, and it resolved. There's fewer force effects in this format. Oh, the bauble is staying around? Really? Question mark? Why is the bauble staying around? Huh. Well, maybe I'll get to figure it out. Emery is in there. Okay. Okay, alright. So remember when I said I was thinking combo when my opponent mulliganed that deep? Still thinking combo. I have abandoned my theory that this is a Delver style deck. Thoughtseize is cool. I think I will go ahead and just take the Emery out now with Lily, though. Like, I would like to grind my opponent into the dust and kill them with a Stoneforge in 4 turns, and I just don't want them to accrue value. If they don't accrue value or combo off, I see myself winning. Now that said, I don't know exactly how Overchase Daredevil combos off. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under you control, you can return it. Oh, that's a Cycle Street Wraith. Okay, and play the Food Duder. Asmor Goldigar. Alright. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. This shit is obnoxious. My opponent is going to discard that, make a food. The food is an artifact. The food returns that. Oh. That's, honestly, that's pretty dope. Alright. So I need to remove this. So I think I go land Lily plus now, I think. I discard my silent clearing, which I'm not intending on using. Alright, there goes the Overchase Daredevil. Now I will Thought Seize my opponent. Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay. This is interesting. So I need to kill this. Now I play the new Liliana. Keep the one that has 3 loyalty. And Edict you. Okay. If my opponent gets to more mana, I am terrified. Like, those constructs will be very big with the Underworld Cookbook. Alright, and here it's activated. Oh my god. So much food. Into Ragavan. Oh, into Dashed Ragavan. Which makes a treasure token, which is quite relevant. Wait, does it make a treasure token? No, only when it deals combat damage to a player. Okay, so I'm going to take that Ragavan out of their hands, I think. Well, there is a real temptation to just take the Urza, because that construct will be huge. My opponent's a couple turns away from that. Maybe I just take Ragavan. Maybe let's value the immediate short-term future here. Yes, I will use this ability, and we'll pick up Kaldra. We're going to try to 4-turn my opponent, and, well, probably 5-turn my opponent. They've got some food. And then just hope the Urza doesn't get into play, or I can, like, discard it or remove the construct token. Alright. This engine, though. Not really expecting this. The Douthie Voidwalkers are going to be real good for game 2. That's for sure, though. Alright. Operation Kaldra. I put this in. Living Weapon does its thing. I have my pseudo-reality smasher off Stoneforge. What you got? Billion food? Billion food is the answer. I think I will go ahead and blow up that land. It can be converted into a basic, but like they'll have to choose between island and mountain. It doesn't matter which one of these I get. I'll grab a plains. Okay, yeah, and mountain means that they don't have blue to work towards Urza currently. Bobble, sure. And there's a food. The whole Daredevil loop is doing its stuff. Oh, Thought Monitor. This deck is neat. The Cycle Street Wraith. Opponent is not leaving themselves a lot of life here. Okay. We have another Bobble. Is this legendary? No, it is not legendary. Alright. Opponent still doesn't have mana to work towards Urza's. Even if they does, it's like Kaldra probably still kills them in 2 turns? Question mark? Yeah. Ooh. Oh man. That was scary. God, Kataki seems so good here. Just give all of that stuff cumulative upkeep. I like Kataki. And I like the Graveyard Hate. I don't see the sword being particularly potent. I'll leave myself with 2 pieces of equipment. My discard is kind of awkward. It's either great or terrible with very little in between. I don't see Lingering Souls being amazing. Honestly, Liliana is a little awkward. I like the removal side, but the discard side is like so not reliable. I think I'm going to get rid of that. And how do I feel about Turok? Probably not on Turok. If I board like this, I am like a little heavy on trying to win via Kaldra exactly. But that's probably fine, I think. Question mark. I don't know, Douthie Voidwalker can also turn sideways a bunch of times and make something happen. I need to board out 1 more card. I don't think it can be anything that's a win condition. That probably just means 1 of the cards, maybe 1 Inquisition. I don't want too much discard. Yeah, this hand is fine. A couple different ways turn 1 can play out, depending on what... Oh gosh, my opponent has gone to 5 already. Just 4. Turbo mulligans. Okay. Oh, my opponent has just conceded. I mean, I'll take that, but I was ready to fight. I wanted to play Kataki and make my opponent sacrifice like 10 permanents. Okay, this hand does not have enough mana. I just have to mulligan this one. This one has enough mana. I will keep this one. Kaya's Guile. Getting rid of Kaya's Guile probably gives me the most balanced hand. There's some temptation to get rid of Liliana, though, because it has 2 black pips in its mana cost, and I don't have 2 black. And there's some lands that I could draw that just wouldn't be good. Alright, Bobble. Sure. Mountain. Alright, so we're playing against some sort of prowess deck. So the question is going to become, like, which one of my 2 1-drops do I want to play on 1? I'll probably just Fatal Push on 1. I don't know how many threats my opponent has, but I'm going to just play this in the way that allows me to drag the game on for as long as possible, because I think my average draw once we get to the late game is significantly better than my opponent's average draw. Alright, Plains, Inquisition U. Alright, this is the flashback one, right? That's the flashback one. I probably take the more flexible Lightning Bolt over Mutagenic Growth here. I feel quite far ahead. I'm going to Liliana and get rid of this Soul Scour Mage, and then the board will be empty, and I will be at a respectable life total still. Yeah. 1 is fine. They probably cash in the Nope, they don't cash in the Mutagenic Growth. Oh god, another Lily is just backbreaking as well. Let's go. You can sacrifice a creature. And then I'm going to get Lava Dart Lava Dart is going to finish off Liliana, and then I'm going to play another Liliana. It's going to be hot. Okay, they're not doing it. Oh, wait, is this a sorcery? No, it's an instant. They're waiting to see if they draw a prowess card first. And it appears they did not. Nice. I think I just discard the Thoughtseize. Although I can take both of these cards. No, I can't. I can't do both this turn. Yeah, I'm just going to make my land drop and discard the Thoughtseize. Probably just trades for the Mutagenic Growth that's in hand. But I'm fine with trading Thoughtseize for Mutagenic Growth. Oh, for Mountain. Right? Yeah, life is good here. Now, there are expressive iteration style cards that my opponent could draw, and that could help them claw back from out from under this Liliana. But otherwise, life is real good for me. Okay. Hold Dam? I probably don't need to hold Dam. Like, at this point, I feel like 2 Edicts from Liliana is stable. Let's go ahead and plus. I'll discard the Dam. And I'll just cast Lingering Souls. I know there's a way to, get the theoretical value out of this, but I think I value having 4 creatures more highly than I would have having the Dam in hand when I just want to continue to Liliana uptick every turn anyway. Bottom. You'll love to see it. Oh, Stoneforge is very good. Very, very, very good. Alright. Bash the opponent. Put him to 16. I will play a Stoneforge. Alright, yeah, opponent is understandably done with me at that point. Guess who has 2 thumbs, an avocado, and a pile of core firewalkers? Hold on. This guy. Yeah. Okay. Now that we've done that, do I want to sideboard anything else? Plague Engineer is acceptable. I don't know that I need Turok here. What? Kaya's Guile modes. It's an Edict. It's an Edict and life gain, which probably means I keep that. Honestly, I'd probably just go down on discard here. Like, I'll play to the board in this match. I could also see Lingering Souls going. But I think this is enough. Actually, Plague Engineer might be better than Lingering Souls. I'll keep this. As turn 1 removal, turn 2 Stoneforge, turn 3 Stoneforge. Kaldra is out for blood. I think I'm going to just play Concealed Courtyard here and hold up Fatal Push, rather than just use this as an opportunity to play Godless Shrine and not take life damage. Alright, untap Steam Vents. Do a Sprite Dragon. Sure. Bobble. Sure. Always yield to that. And to more other bobble. Also sure. Here it comes. I'll wait until after blockers to see if they mutagenic growth, which they don't. So let's blow that up. And now the question will be, like, Stoneforge versus Core Firewalker. I think the answer is Stoneforge. I've got 2 of them. Yep, you can bobble me. Guile is an okay draw. Here we go, Stoneforge. It's so nice playing against a Delver-style deck where your 2-drops just get to resolve. Can't overstate how good that is. The opponent refuels off bobbles, which is probably really important for them because they were out of gas. Yeah, Manamorphose is fine. I don't care about that. You don't have a Prowess card in play currently. Alright, just a mountain. What do you got with triple red? Kozilek's Return. You're gonna be real unhappy when I just play another one of these, huh? Ooh. I think I do play Inquisition first. Got. I will take Expressive Iteration. The other cards don't matter much. If I have Kaldra and or Batterskull and or Core Firewalker, grab Batterskull. 2 mana. Did they draw an oh no, Dragon Rage Channeler. Okay, into an Expressive Iteration. Sure. Oh man, I can get sick Kaya's Guile blowouts. Just something to keep in mind. Alright, Lightning Bolt is obviously really good. Other Kaya's Guile. This is a tapped Godless Shrine turn. I am confident in that. And then I think just at sorcery speed, let's have them sack a creature and nuke their graveyard, I think. 1, 2, 3. A lot of cards in exile. We've got Batterskull coming, we've got Kaldra coming, we've got Core Firewalker coming. I have another removal spell. Life's not bad. Opponent is good at drawing Expressive Iteration, though. Entwine cost on this card, by the way. 3, so 6 total mana. We're not there yet. Okay, Manamorphose. Not a big deal. Scour Mage. That was the last card that I knew from their hand. Okay, well, I guess this is an Inquisition Core Firewalker turn. Abrade. Yes, I will take the Abrade. Batterskull. Batterskull will come a bit later. Cycle Fiery Islet? Yep. Dig away. Okay. Let's... Oh, because I'm F6'd, I can't do that. Yes, I will use this ability. The other Soul Scour Mage isn't particularly scary. Alright, it's Batterskull time. Fetch basic planes. And do this thing. Long term, the plan will be... Spell Pierce. I hadn't seen any card of that nature thus far. I will not get to pay that. Okay. I'll just hold the ground. Manamorphose, sure. Alright, I'm going to un-F6 so that I can catch that Core Firewalker trigger on the stack properly. And always yes to it. Okay, now... Always yes. Always yield. Blue and red. Soulscour Mages actually get to attack in this turn. Not really for meaningful amounts of damage, though. Alright. I'll just pass the turn. I've got various Kaya's Guiles plays available to me. I don't want to just cast it now because of Spell Pierce. Although I guess I could run and do, like, hard cast Force of Negation on their turn, but eh. Okay. Let's cast this. Alright, am I exiling the graveyards again? I kind of just want a creature. Yeah, let's take a creature here. I play this around Spell Pierce. Alright. Well, am I good with just firing that off? I think I'm good with just firing that off. Like, it's not particularly threatening, but if I remove it, I can safely just attack in for my turn. My opponent is at 14. I can turn this window pretty quickly. Alright, down to 11 for my opponent. And it's a Spray Dragon. No big deal. Lightning Bolt. Trunking my Spirit, that's fine. Well, I mean, do you have another Spell Pierce? I don't think I wait to play around it if they do. That's so much mana. I would rather put them to the test here. That's fine. I boarded out a decent number of my discard spells, so I don't have that many ways to just, like, go and 100% play around that. It kind of makes sense that they had Spell Pierce based on the play patterns they were doing. But I don't think I get to say too much about that. Tapped land. Oh, into Bedlam Reveler. That's quite good. What hit the graveyard? Yeah, this is scary. Opponent might be turning the corner here. I have things like Dam that can really claw me back out of the situation, or Sword of Fire and Ice. It is like that, isn't it? Alright. So, if I attack, I am taking 7 back. I am on a 3-turn clock, which is probably a 2-turn clock in all actuality. So I don't think I get to crash in here. I think I just have to hold back to be able to block Bedlam Reveler. I'll filter a land out of my deck with the Field of Ruin. I mean, I will block this thing. Well, I guess, like, it's kind of free to attack. I go to 12. Post-combat Monastery Swiftspear. Fine. Give me a Dam. Douthie Voidwalker is fine. Can I attack here? Put my opponent to 7. And I have them dead in 2 turns. But I would take 3, 6, 7, 8. I would also be dead in 2 turns. I have the first attack. How many spells does my opponent need to play? You have Prowess too, right? Yeah. I'm taking 3, 6, 7, 8. 1 spell adds 4 damage, which is 12. I'm gonna go ahead and attack. If my opponent bricks, great for me. If I draw, say, Sword of Fire and Ice, or like Stoneforge Mystic, I have a realistic chance of racing and killing my opponent. Like, Sword of Fire and Ice is lethal next turn because I made that attack. I have Shadow, so you could have attacked in safely. Right, Dragon Rage Channeler. Vindicate. Okay. So, I Vindicate Sprite Dragon. Do I live? I block you. Take 3, 4, 5 damage on the surface. There is also a line where I Vindicate Bedlam Reveler, and then draw 3 with Douthie Voidwalker. A single spell kills me if I kill Sprite Dragon. Actually, a single spell leaves me at 1 life. Okay. Go for Vindicate here. Alright, it died. I attack. I have lethal next turn. Just a wee bit stressful here. Alright, we're battling. You have to attack. It's the law. Alright, opponent is crashing in. I block the thing that saves the most damage. Let's see if they have anything. Okay. Well, we're gonna try. If my opponent has a removal spell for Douthie Voidwalker, I just play Dam and reset the board and hope that I can kill my opponent. But if they had Lightning Bolt, it would have just gone to my face. GG's. That was awesome. What a game. I want to reveal my hand to my opponent. Alright. Here we go. I have a reasonable opening hand that is going to try to punch a hole with Stoneforge Mystic. Dragon Rage Channeler, Lightning Bolt, Delver. I'm going to take the Lightning Bolt and go for a Stoneforge on 2. And try to win the game that way. And then on turn 3, I have Fatal Push for their threat. For sure. Dragon Rage Channeler goes in first. That's fine. Throwing a Murktide Regent into the graveyard. Turn 1, it is doing its thing. That is impressive. Stoneforge, yes. Kaldra. Pass turn. Opponent is just like turbo turn on Dragon Rage Channeler with the Thought Scours that are there. Another Murktide Regent hits the yard. Like, I'm very happy to not be playing against those cards. Okay, Steam Vents shocking themselves. Lightning Bolt goes to the bin. And Delver. Okay. I will take 3. I'll have a Kaldra. Okay. So let's Fatal Push the Dragon Rage Channeler first. And then I'll activate this, put in Kaldra, and start crashing in. Delver does not flip. Thought Scour Mills an expressive iteration, notably. I don't know how many outs my opponent has to Kaldra, but I'm guessing it's 0 or close to 0. Douthie Voidwalker is a fine pickup. I'm unsure if it's better than just holding up my removal spells, though. It's probably not. Let's battle in for 5. Alright, my opponent goes to 3. Go ahead and Fatal Push Delver now. And hold up Aya's Guile as something that I can do on my opponent's turn. Great. Alright. I would like a bunch of Core Firewalkers. It's possible the Graveyard Hate is okay. I think I want to go out with these things again as my starting point. And then I don't know if it's correct to bring in any Graveyard Hate, because like the Graveyard Hate doesn't impact the board, and I want to be impacting the board. I think I would bring in a Rest in Peace, but I don't know that like Ashiok, especially on the draw, is actually good. Hand's okay. Just okay, I think. I think it's good enough to keep. Opponent takes 1 mulligan. Island, Delver, pass. Sure. Gambling Vent, pass. No Delver flip. 1 damage is totally legit. I don't know which one of my cards is better to play this turn. I kind of want to play the Douthie Voidwalker and get it bolted and then play Stoneforge later. The earlier I slap a Core Firewalker into play, the better it is, though. So there's that. I think I'm going to play the Douthie Voidwalker because I can play it off of Swamp. Alright, opponent is fetching. And shocking. Alright, that eats a Lightning Bolt, so Stoneforge doesn't have to. Delver does not flip. Another Delver, sure. Ooh, Fatal Push. So I can Fatal Push plus Stoneforge in this turn cycle. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. I think I Fatal Push first to play around a Spell Pierce effect. And then I'll Stoneforge. Legit counterspell. Sacking a land, sure. Sure. Alright, I'll take 1. Lily minus time? Or Core Firewalker time? I think Lily minus time. Alright, 1, 2, 3. You can sacrifice a creature, and I assume it's the Delver here. And my Lily will eat it this turn, and then I'll play Batterskull. Alright, another Dragon Rage Channeler, that's fine. And a Murktide Regent, that is less fine. But hopefully Batterskull will just do Batterskull things. Okay. Like, if I trade the Batterskull Germ defensively, I will just use Core Firewalker in a bit. Alright. Battle in for 4. Okay. Godless Shrine, no, then I can enter tapped here. Core Firewalker. And I'm not sure whether or not I'm supposed to just get this Inquisition out of my hand for Castle Locthwain reasons later. I think I am not going to. Delver does not flip. Murktide Regent crashes in. I'll take 4 and go to 12. I'll still have 5 lands if I get rid of Silent Clearing, so I think I will go ahead and draw a card. A Vindicate. That is quite good. I don't think I want to go for the equip this turn. Alright, opponent goes to 8. Vindicate the Murktide Regent. Actually, I guess let's Inquisition first. It's probably just a land, but it's so free for me to do this. Oh, it is a Murktide Regent. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Junk the one that's already there. And I think I want to get rid of a Delver so that they don't have scry situations later. Bobble's fine. Sack Bobble. New Murktide, that's fine. They played that turn in a way where they didn't attack with their Dragon Rage Channelers, which is super sloppy. Do I equip the Core Firewalker? Probably not. Well, if I equip the Core Firewalker, they either take 7 It sets me up to be worse against an Abrade if I equip. I'm not holding up the mana. I think I just attack with the Germ as is, let them block with Dragon Rage Channeler, and then start drawing cards off Castle Lockwains instead. Okay, they didn't want to block with the Dragon Rage Channeler. That's fine. Draw a card. Oh, Sword of Fire and Ice, that's sick. Guess I'm not playing around the Abrade that I just talked about, but this does it too. Okay, they like something that's on top of their library. Okay, I'll take 4. Okay. I think I just go for this. 1, 2. And I have 2 different lethal threats. Send them in. Okay, sure. Yes, I will use this ability. My opponent goes to 2. Oh, a second Abrade. That's not bad, but I think my opponent is dead unless their last card is also Lightning Bolt, because I have a man land here. I'm willing to go for it. I'm willing to go for it. But I play Douthie Voidwalker first, so that the Lightning Bolt goes to exile and I can play it next turn. If they have it. 1, 2, 3. Send them in. GG's. Looking at my opening hand for the final round, I'm not super excited by it, but I think I keep it. I really just want to have one more land with this. Elves. Okay, I mean, there's one more land. That's what I asked for. I have 3 removal spells come end game. The early game could be rough, though. I will not pay 2 life. Let's just put that in tapped. I don't know how explosive this deck is in this format. The Legacy version is scary, because it has, like, a Glimpse of Nature and such. Natural Order. I assume this version has to kill with, like, Azert. Oh. Okay, so we're doing that. This is not Elves. It's probably green-white collected company, Heliod Combo sort of deck. Okay, can I fetch basic swamp safely? It seems like yes. But I think I can die in this turn cycle. If I don't die in this turn cycle, I think I'm likely to win the game. Alright, Utopia Sprawl, sure. That's cute with Arbor Elf. Bonus ramp. Okay. The Coco. Ooh. Auriok Champion and Conclave Mentor. Opponent definitely doing a good job of going wide of me. I think I need to kill this Spike Feeder and then try to chip down my opponent's other creatures from there. Like, I do not want to die to the infinite combo. Alright, yeah, let's do that. 1, 2, 1. Vindicate that. Yeah, you can gain some life in response. That's fine. Alright, now, notably, there is a collected company in exile. At some point in this game, it is possible that I will cast a Coco and look for a Stoneforge Mystic that way, but I don't see that happening in the next few turn cycles. I'm probably going to be using my mana inefficiently because I have 2 3-mana removal spells right now. This was the one that searches for a 1-drop, right? Yep. A Walking Ballista. Makes sense. They might just use that immediately, actually. Is that many +1? Yeah. So this could be a Walking Ballista for 2 that just kills my Voidwalker immediately. Nope. Take 3. 16. I can't cast non-creature spells this turn. Okay, how good is this Coco idea? It seems sus. Stoneforge, Turok, Voidwalkers. Okay, yeah. The Coco idea is a bad idea. Could Edict my opponent in response here, or I could just play a new Douthie Voidwalker. If I want to Edict my opponent, I can do it on their turn basically just as easily. I think I just let this happen. Yeah, let's let it happen. Alright. I think I will Edict my opponent on their turn. And I'm just going to crash in for damage here. Alright, my opponent is... Nope, not cycling that. Eldamri's Call. Okay, so that represents... Well, that can represent a lot of things. Alright, that represents Heliod. Okay, what's my other mode? I guess I'll take a creature. I think it's Auriok Champion that goes here. Yeah. Bach Temple Garden. That's Heliod. Oh, Walking Ballista Heliod goes infinite, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna confirm. Alright, so they ping me, and then Heliod triggers, and then that puts a counter on Walking Ballista. And actually it puts 2 counters on. So I'll go ahead and concede to that. I'm not gonna make my opponent click through that. Okay, let's find some removal spells or something in the sideboard. Plague Engineer seems fine. How's Ashiok? The not searching thing is relevant. Protecting Ashiok is a little difficult, though. I'm not sure if I actually want that. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm going to sideboard too much here. The edicts aren't particularly great. I have a good pile of removal. Some of them are a little awkward, admittedly. Yeah, I do want this Ashiok at least on the play. Like, my opponent does have what was it, Eldamri's Call, the tutor. Yeah, I take this in. Some of this 3 mana stuff is a little slow. Turok is a little slow. There you go, Turok out. Are these Ashioks really better than removal? I don't know that they're actually better than just removal cards. I'm not great at protecting this all of the time, because there's a lot of draws where I just try to go all in on Kaldra early. I think I'm just making a small adjustment here. This is a all-in on Kaldra early hand. Guess we're doing it. Alright, Shambling Vent, tapped, pass. I've sealed Courtyard into Stoneforge on turn 2. Kaldra on turn 3. Vindicate on 4. Equip Kaldra on 5. My theoretical curve as of right now. Plenty can change, but that's conceptually where I think I'm going. Alright, Courtyard. Stoneforge. And... oh. Going to remove me? Nope. Let's pick up Kaldra. Praise be. Alright, planes from the opponent into Conclave Mentor. I don't think I want to destroy that. I think I just want to put Kaldra into play and then overload Dam next turn. That'll kill my Stoneforge, but the Kaldra and the Germ equipped to it will be indestructible. Get in there. Kaldra plus Dam is such a sick combo. I love it. Alright, another basic. And a Spike Feeder. Sure. I'll take that damage. Oh god, another Dam? That's sick. I just confirm this is indestructible. Okay, I don't think it matters what land I get here. We overload Dam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can have your life. That's fine. Alright. Opponent goes up to 19. No. That also gives them a little life. That's fine. That's totally fine. I'm hacking away in chunks of 5. Soon to be chunks of 9. Horizon Canopy. The opponent has Collected Company, it seems to me. Let's try to force that out now, and then I can respond appropriately. Okay, yep, there is the Coco. Getting Spike Feeder Heliod. Okay, that's not good. Okay, so in response there, I can make my opponent sacrifice a creature. And that'll be fine. Okay. Let's have them sacrifice a creature. And I guess I'll take a token. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Yep, alright, you get your life. That's fine. Heliod has not successfully comboed me this turn. Oh, these just tutor for Ballista. This is rough. I mean, I'll take the Ballista now. And Heliod is not a Planeswalker. I cannot attack and kill Heliod. I'll knock my opponent to 14. But I'm definitely scared. Like, this is indestructible, so Vindicate doesn't blow it up. Yeah, that's Ranger Captain of Eos, which finds Walking Ballista. Okay, my opponent didn't activate this ability, which is super useful. I guess let's Inquisition them and take the Ballista out of hand. Now, unless I want to play this sword, or do I just want to Vindicate a land? My opponent blocks and just, like, doesn't sack it. I deal 3 damage this turn, putting them to 10. I think I just want to play this sword pre-combat. And then that pretty much ensures that I can kill my opponent next turn. I think I had a much harder time winning this game if my opponent sacrificed the Ranger Captain in upkeep. Alright, they're cycling Horizon Canopy. It seems to me like they maybe want to keep the land around. Well, maybe not. Like, I am presenting a very swift clock here. Okay. Heliod gets turned on there. Oh, really? I'm a little surprised. I mean, obviously, I'll take it. Okay, so how do I play this game in a way that guarantees that my opponent is dead currently? I think it is by equipping the Spirit and damning the Ranger Captain. That means I'll get 4 through with the Germ and 5 through in the air. I don't want to cast with Overload right now. Alright, so let's go 1, 2. Okay, we get this one. Now we have to do it again on the draw, which is harder. I think I feel correct about Ashiok not coming in. Kind of have to hope that game 1 deck is good enough. But my 3-drops are just a little bit slow. My opponent has a lot of pressure and card advantage in the form of Coco. This does not have enough land. This is pretty interactive. I'm going to keep this one. I think 1 Fatal Push goes back here, and I keep the Plague Engineer. Alright, Forest into Utopia Sprawl. That's not something that allows me to use my Fatal Push on turn 1. So I'll Thoughtseize. Love it. There's a lot of redundancy in this deck. Definitely respect that. I think I have to take the Coco. Not the immediate play, but it's the play that provides card advantage in a way that like really helps to fight back against my dam. Alright, there's Ranger Captain, which I assume gets Walking Ballista. Yep. Okay, am I playing Douthie Voidwalker this turn? It's something that can get swept up by my own dam, which is not the best. There's a lot of worlds where I end up using dam as a removal spell anyway, like a 2-mana removal spell. I think I am going to go ahead and play this. There's also worlds where it means that my opponent trades their first Walking Ballista for Douthie Voidwalker, which would be a win for me. Utopia Sprawl for Arbor Elf, sure. A Walking Ballista for just 1. Yep. Alright, Inquisition is fine. Let's start there. Yeah, let's start there. Okay. So Ranger Captain of Eos is probably the scariest thing here. It just represents card advantage. And I'll try to sweep most of the other stuff up in Dam later. Alright, so I guess my next question is, like, I think I kill the Ballista with Fatal Push right now. So that, like, counters can't be added to it later. Yeah, that's fine. I play Godless Shrine tapped. And crash in with the Voidwalker. Alright, my opponent goes to 17. Got a land. Sure. Does play? I can play Windswept Heath and fetch Plains or Godless Shrine. That's actually really strong. Oh yeah, are you going all to the board with your cards? Yeah, that sets up for a damn blowout. I am so on board with that. Yeah. Let's sacrifice this. Play Windswept Heath. Fetch. My opponent's real smart. They'll sacrifice this right here. They were not. From my side of the battlefield, that seemed telegraphed. But it was probably not the case from their side. Alright, I mean, we got the Wrath of God versus the creature deck, and I have Kaldra in 2 turns. Spike Feeder, sure. Double Stoneforge. Better than single Stoneforge. Yes. Kaldra. Second Stoneforge. This one will grab a sword so that I can ping opposing creatures. Let's just hope I don't die to a top deck here. Nice. So it's actually probably better to just play Sword of Fire and Ice this turn rather than do the Kaldra thing. Just keep the board clear, make it harder for me to actually lose the game to top decks. Send in Stoneforge. Yep, block is correct there. Opponent can have a little bit of life on the way out the door. I will chip through that life incredibly quickly, though. I'll play a Marsh Flats, which will grab a tapped Godless Shrine on their end step, I think. Sure. And we get the concession. Very nice. All right, that is a 4-1 with a Modern Dead Guy Ale. How do I feel about the list? Good. I don't think Turok should be in the deck. I think I sideboarded that card out every round. It felt like one of the weak links. Maybe that could be a Bob. Maybe that could be a Bitter Blossom. I want another 2-mana play, I think, to replace it. Like, I don't want something else that's high up on the curve. But like the rest of the main deck felt pretty dang solid. Lingering Souls was kind of whatever in this league, but most of the other stuff was really useful. This deck just has a good amount of game 1 hate. Like, the Dalthy Voidwalkers and the Kaya's Guile represent graveyard hate. The Dams represent a sweeper, which a lot of decks don't get in game 1. We have Field of Ruin and Vindicate for land-based stuff. And the deck just also has the possibility of spiraling out of control and just killing with Kaldra very quickly. I really don't like the Void Mirrors that are in the sideboard. I'm very not convinced that should be in the deck. But I like most of the other stuff that I have access to. This deck was good. Like, I really enjoyed playing it. Avocado-san, do you have any words you'd like to say? No? Okay, that's fine, but thank you for joining me today on my birthday. It was very much appreciated. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, click the like button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more Eternal formats, especially Modern and Legacy. Have a great rest of the day. And, have fun playing Magic. That's all I have to say. I've had so much fun in the Postmodern Horizons 2 world, and I hope you are too.